So how we doing? All right, everyone. It's been a minute. I think it's been. I don't know if I've streamed during the off season. I might have done like once. If I did, I absolutely forgot. I have not since then. So hey, nothing bad's happened to me. I've done a few other things. You know, for example, somehow I'm running the fan AF1 version and have done significantly better than them. So I'm still waiting for that cease and desist, but we're doing great out here. We're having fun, and yeah. So we're gonna watch a football game for some time. Maybe we do half of it today because I don't know how late it'll be, and half of it some other day. But I have chosen a good one, and I have chosen the West Texas Desert Hawks at Albany Firebirds, week 5. I've been meaning to watch this one in full again. It's been a while. It really has been a while. So, very excited to watch it. And, I feel like the only thing I can really remember from this game, I think it was a day game too. I don't remember if it was, but I think it might have been a day game. But it was one that got rescheduled. I actually can find that. I just need to. There we go. Let me just check the Firebirds Twitter real quick. Yeah, don't mind all that stuff. Who cares? Charging my phone in here just in case anything happens. Because I just remember that. I think it was a day game. It's always weird going to those day games, because you leave and it's still daytime. But really, all those 2025 games are lost because they got rid of the Evergreen now. So I gotta go all the way back in time now. I went too far. I went so far back in time I can't even see it. That's even better, So yeah, I think it was a day game, but I'm not entirely sure. So we might as well just get this underway here.
Presented by presenting sponsors Mohawk Chevy and Bell Forum Proper, all the veterans to the Arena Football
My boy,
League game.
Dog. Oh, I remember that too. My boy, Scotty Noel, was not here, so they had a backup PA guy in who did not know the game of arena football. And there's many moments in this game where you could tell he did not know the game.
We have a heads. We have a tails. West Texas, you're the visiting team. I'm like, we call it before I flip it and let it land. Heads is the call. It is a tails. Albany has won the toss. They're going to defer which direction you're going to receive or what direction you're going to kick it.
Coach, that's what you want to
It's Darius Prince getting some last-second advice there from Coach Damon Ware. Albany won the toss. They've deferred, and they will kick off here to start this game. You see the captains:
So
Sean Lockett, Nick Hague.
this is this is so
Trayvon
weird
Shorts,
because
Darius Prince, and then
all of
looks like 5 or 6 of the
players on
West
that
Texas players: Lonnie
captain
Outlaw,
team,
Justin
except for
Alexandre,
Trayvon, all of them left. Haig retired pretty much.
Delvon Randall,
Prince
Jonathan
went
Bain,
to
and Shaq
Corpus, then
Folines.
Billings.
Andrew, I hate to
in
laugh there because
Kentucky.
when you go out for the coin toss, you got 3 things, right?
Who else was
Heads or
there?
tails, kick, defer. What happened?
Medlock. Oh, that's
Maybe
me
they
in the
thought they were
background.
going to lose the toss.
Terry's an early left.
Medlock
kickoff
was out
for
there.
us.
Thank God.
So West Texas,
There we go.
talented 3 deuces on the season.
Yeah, you could hear me there going
And
crazy.
they've come at pretty big times. He also had the game-winning field goal in week 1 against Orlando in overtime. So he has got a big right leg. The 5'9", 170-pound kicker
I
out of
missed Mark.
Grambling State, and veteran of the Albany Arena Football Organization, as he'll put his right foot into it to start this game. West Texas wearing their blues. That one just to the right of the to score a deuce, but Albany's going to get a point here.
I mean, they
coming
still
out
need
of
to
the
tighten
end
those
zone and not being able
The only
to make
time
it
those
out
nets have been tightened
was
since 23, maybe. I don't know if they're the
it
same
was
net.
actually
Was
Nick Marshall. So Nick Marshall did not get out of the end zone. So Albany's got an early 1-0 lead.
We mentioned the ability of Mark Carrasco to have juices, game-winning field goals, kick. That's
Those
always
were
a
our
weapon.
nets.
We've said this throughout the
They were
season so far.
angled,
The most
so that's why they
exciting
look
play in
small.
arena football is the
That's
kickoff.
not a joke.
And right there, what is Marshall supposed to do?
Yeah.
It just sits right there. He can't move. He's got to protect himself at some point. Special teams coverage is fantastic. Tolentino Jr. with the tackle, showing off his excitement more.
Bain missed him too. At least he's the head coach of San Antonio now, which is going to be
Jonathan
very
Bain,
weird.
quarterback. Albany fans know him well. Quick pass, complete.
Crazy how high of a
And
level he's
stood
gone up
by
in the last 2
Marcus
years.
Smith is the receiver.
Because he's an
And that
offensive coordinator
is
at college. Has
Caleb
the best
Smith.
offense in the
So
league.
Caleb
whatever.
Smith, the catch
I
in
saw
on
on
the
Twitter,
first
and then
play,
Kevin Guy's just
had
like,
2 receiving
have
touchdowns.
you won
We talked
any
about local
championships?
guy. He went to LaSalle Institute. He's from Albany. His dad, Rodney Smith, played for the Albany Firebirds.
I have his
and
jersey.
First catch on first down, picks up about 8
Hold
yards.
on, do I dare? I have Rodney Smith's jersey.
Has a
I
big
dare.
rooting section here. If you
I
joined
don't
us
even
late, his
care. Let me
dad
watch
Rodney
this.
told us 100 tickets that are all
Let me see
wearing the
this.
West Texas red shirts. Here's Bain on second down. He's
Oh,
going to be
he got
brought
killed.
down. And guess who it is? Nick Hague in the new 47 jersey. He gets through, and it'll be a sack for Nick Hague.
The mouthpiece is hanging out. The jersey, the shoulder pad, the 47, the towel. This is the intensity of Nick Hague. He's been doing this all season long. He was intense coming to the game. I don't know if you saw the social media post. He's got the 0 Celtic jersey on, flexing, yelling and screaming. There is no off switch for Nick Hague, and it's helped his Firebird defense all season long.
So it's third down and short here for the Desert Hawks. We've got a man in motion. That's Smith. He makes the catch, gets away from a tackle, has the first down, and he's onto the Albany side of the field. So first 2 completions for Jonathan Bain have
You
gone
couldn't hear
to
me.
Caleb
Well, here
Smith.
again.
And they've got a first down
Rodney
to the
Smith
Desert Hawks
jersey?
onto the Albany side
Oh,
of the field
love
at the
him.
22.
I'm gonna go.
You can just
put this
tell
jersey
early
back
on the
because
confidence Bain has in the pocket. Just a different style quarterback. So relaxed. We've seen other quarterbacks in the league so far maybe pressure their throws, especially after a big play like Hague flying into the backfield. Why
Just
Bain
want
is
to
one of the best
reiterate, that was
quarterbacks
not
we've
from me.
seen
That's
playing
where I got
indoor
it from.
or arena football
That's
in
where
the
it
last
came from.
half-decade plus.
Bain, a
Rodney,
long
go.
storied
Still lives here.
indoor career with 2019
Why have I seen
NAL
this
champion
here?
with Jacksonville.
We got to
As
work
we've
out
got
a day
flags
to
flying here,
for him to sign it. You know.
and that will give us
Genuinely,
a second
he's
here
like
to
yelling
tell
for
you
squads,
about the
kinda.
starters.
False start.
It's a false start
Number
on the
72.
offense. Of course, now we're going to name off the offensive linemen, so they're right
I just
under the
got this
microscope
one.
here. As up front for the
This
Desert
is an
Hawks,
AF2
Jacoby
jersey.
Smith is number 99.
It is nice, actually.
Number
I had to wear it
72 is
so I could
Leon Brown.
Wear it out
And
a
number
little bit right now.
76 is Dominic Jackson. And those are the guys starting in front of Jonathan Bain. They also have number 42, Desmond Maxwell, out there. As he's blocking Calvin Fance, did not make the trip. He's out with an injury for West Texas. Here's Bain, drops back, first down, puts it up to the end zone.
That's
It's caught
a
for a
dime.
touchdown by
Is that Lonnie Outlaw?
Jordan
too?
Gandy.
Oh, Gandy. Gandy went
And now a
off in this
flag
game.
flies
Spoilers,
after the
but
play as Gandy with a nice catch. He
honestly, this
slid
is
into
one of the best
boards
games he's had in his
in the
career.
back
And
of
he's
the end zone, but was
incredibly
able to
small
make the
too.
catch.
Him
for
being
the
able to
touchdown,
do
and then I
this
think we
is
have a
just
post-play
incredible.
penalty
Result of the
coming
play
up.
was a touchdown. After the play, unsportsmanlike
We're gonna
conduct
get the thing.
on the offense, number 42. That 15-yard penalty is success on the succeeding spot. That's number 42's first unsportsmanlike of the game.
He did the thing.
So West Texas on the scoreboard. Jonathan Bain
Love
to
this
Jordan
guy. Forget his
Gandy.
name,
And
but he is.
guys, Jordan Gandy is a guy
the
who
main
played in
Albany
West Texas
ref.
last year in the NAL,
You know,
11 touchdowns. And he gets the
Usually
first
he's the
touchdown
head
of this
ref in
evening's
Albany,
game.
and I love him.
Bain led Gandy. Gandy knew that space was going to run out up against the boards, turned it on, made a really nice play to put his team on top.
Now, this is something that West Texas has done so far. Henry Nell is the kicker. He's done the drop kick.
Oh my God,
And
John
that one
Henry Nell?
is no good.
You mean the guy who was
So
really
they've
good
had a
for us last
holder.
year?
It was Devin Wilson. It has been Devin Wilson, but they've also tried that
miss John
drop
Henry
kick
Nell.
style with Nell, and he missed that
Nope.
one. So with 11:19
I
to go
love
in
my
the
boy
first quarter,
John
it's
Nell.
6-1 as we get a look at the touchdown.
Gandy just breaks away there,
Absolute
gets enough
goat.
speed. Nice throw by Bain as well, knowing that room was going to run out quick. And Gandy, we talk about defensive backs having that closing speed on making a play when the ball's in the air and making a deflection. Gandy showing up that late second four Hawks
to the left.
Who cares about this?
And then Caleb Smith, and now is with West Texas. And those are all the receivers that Jonathan Bain, who is a quite accomplished arena football quarterback, as the kick, it goes.
That's my goat, John
through
Henry Nell.
from Henry Nell, and it will be a deuce.
That's my
I
goat right
believe. I
there.
was pretty confident until the referee didn't signal it right
Siegfried.
away.
He has hands up and
Yeah.
then quickly put the hands
Result
back
of the play
down.
was a 2-point deuce for the
He
kicking
could.
team.
He really
the
could.
10-yard penalty to be assessed from the 5-yard line.
Hold
It'll be
on.
first and 10 from the 15.
So,
He
yes,
could.
2
He could
points
get
for
it
the
down.
Desert Hawks. It's 8-1.
I don't know if
And then that penalty
Minnesota is
that
an
took
interim,
place
but
following
he
the
could.
touchdown will be marched off. So Albany will start its first drive, 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line, and they'll do so.
I'd also like
guys,
to
with
thank
Jake
everyone
Medlock
for.
at quarterback, and all he has
Let me just
done
click real quick.
ever since not playing since 2019 is you get to look at his
Hey, I
stats
got a
right
like.
there. 21
Unbelievable.
total
Thank you.
touchdowns through
I don't know
3
who that
games,
is, but
and
cool.
he only played
Boo!
a half of the last game.
Boo! I hate Jake Medlock. He's like
Here's Medlock.
the worst
Medlock
quarterback
going
of all time.
deep, and
Like,
he
look
was
at that,
looking
man.
for Townsend.
How do you do that,
and
dude?
Townsend got
How do
tangled
you
up
just
there in
throw
coverage.
way over the guy?
And
Oh, look at me. I got to
I think
replace
it
the
was
ball
number
because
0,
we don't
Delvon
have
Randall,
any.
perhaps,
Ooh,
who was running in coverage with him.
boo.
Young fan said he hit the football. Jake Medlock's listed at
Wait,
6'3". I bumped it in before the game. Maybe give him 6'4", 6'5". He is a big guy, and really nobody notices it until he starts
Maybe,
running the football.
6'6",
He joked around about it.
7".
He said, "Yeah, people think I'm smaller
I'm
in the
sorry.
pocket because they're used to taller quarterbacks in
I
Albany.
don't even like it
People don't want
either.
to see me in
you
the
know?
open field."
Actually, that was Chris Page, who was in defense of that
Oh,
last
there he
pass.
goes.
Medlock's
And
going
he
to go
got
back
him.
deep again for Prince. Touchdown,
Listen, when he
Darius
can throw the ball on
Prince.
time, he's
Number
a really
6
good quarterback.
for
When he
6
can't-
points.
Hey,
It's Medlock
oh,
for Prince. And
oh,
Albany
there he
is on the
is.
scoreboard in
There
the
he
end zone.
is. It's him.
We asked if Darius
man.
Prince might be a bit rusty after almost having 2 bye weeks. The answer to that question is no.
Is this stream
YouTube
just
comments are
ADHD?
back.
Yes.
Wait for the DP, the GOAT emojis, and more to start flooding the comments section on YouTube. Firebirds 1 point away from tying this game up. And number 6, Darius Prince, a huge reason why Firebirds, Empire, and more have found success in the Capital Region.
For Darius Prince, that's his 10th receiving
He's so
touchdown
good,
of
man.
the
I
season.
miss Darius so much.
And Mark Orozco is
Whenever
to tie this
Kentucky
game up
comes
at 8
over,
with
I
the
will
extra
love to watch
point
him play.
that
Doink.
is off the left upright and no good. So with 9:17 to go in the first quarter, it is West Texas 8, Albany 7.
Oh, what the hell?
And guys, Mark Orozco now 18 of 22
Oh, yeah,
on extra
dime.
points this
Dime.
season.
We say it every
I
special.
do that.
How-
No, I don't do that.
7
T-shirt.
Now, they've-
T-shirt.
This was doing with as Mark
Here we go.
here so far this
I
evening.
actually could do a second part
9:17 to
tomorrow.
go in the first quarter. Orozco Didn't kick a deuce on the opening kickoff, but was able to generate 1 point as Marshall couldn't get out of the end zone. This one takes a big hop for Gandy. Gandy makes a stutter move, gets out of the end zone, gets up to the 5.
That's nice. Like,
He
I
was
mean,
tackled by Daquan Patton.
oh no,
Patton took a
Daquan.
big hit to on that kickoff.
He's
He might
fine.
be down for it, but there was a crunch. And Patton hit.
So we're just gonna skip this part. Hey,
West-
Chris, I love you, Chris Siegfried.
At the
Chris
will be-
Siegfried, my goat. I actually met him
fans
briefly.
who may not
the
know,
arena at
Daquan
the
is
Brawl
the
of the
son
Mall.
of the late David Patton, 3-time Super Bowl champ.
I gotta do
playing
the
for
thing
the
too.
New England
Hold on.
Patriots, who also played right here in Albany
ADHD
for
scream.
the
Keep going.
Firebirds back in the 90s. And so it's good to see Daquan up on his feet, being helped off the field by, oh no, I was going to say Brandon Cisse, but Cisse cut him loose, and Patton looks to be
It looked like
have his wits about.
Super Bowl
hit in the
legend
throat going
David
down.
Patton,
Gandy's back.
everyone?
His cleat got him in the throat.
I
And
mean,
that's
look at this.
just the impact of that blow to the
I've
throat.
spent so
Walking off
much
the field probably might be out
money.
for a few plays now for all.
So much money.
Clock running here, under 9 minutes to go. First quarter, Bain
I
quick
am
pass complete near side. They got Gandy.
Making very
And,
poor financial
Gandy
decisions.
kept running, but it looked like he got bunched into the boards, and one referee will say, yes, it's only about a 5-yard pickup out to the 10-yard line for Jordan Gandy.
Byron Edwards flying in here too. This is quick out of the hand by Bain, and then boom, there's the pop. Gandy did his best to sell it too, right? You have it behind your back, almost a magician. Like, no, I didn't touch the boards. I'll take off till I hear a whistle. Did his best to sell it, but other official on the other side, a better look, stops the play and marks it correctly.
So 2nd down and 5. Here is Bain. Bain moving to his right. He took a big hit as he threw, and the pass is almost intercepted by Arthur Hobbs, who pounds the turf as Bain was trying to connect downfield with Gandy again, who's been a favorite target here for Jonathan Bain here in the first quarter.
How about the
It will
thump
never
here by
happen.
Shorts flying in, seeing
But-
Bain moving in the pocket. Bain trying to
my
direct his
boy-
receivers. Didn't even see Shorts coming.
Oh.
A clean hit by number 1. On Shorts flying
Killed
around
him.
the field. You see him on offense. We know his impact as a running back.
Actually, no,
and
he
a
didn't kill him.
thud
Just
right
had
there as a
that happen
linebacker
before.
coming through.
I'm sorry, Jonathan
Caleb
Bain.
Smith, the motion man, he makes the catch, and he's got enough for a first down. So Caleb Smith, his 3rd catch of this first half.
He signed. It
Gives
was
the
with
West Texas first down. Quickly, we'll give you
Washington,
the starters
right?
on defense.
Yeah, he was at
Well, the
Washington.
guys who are out
last
there
year.
right now, at least for Albany. In the secondary, it's
Jesus,
Arthur
don't play
Hobbs,
for
Marcus
him.
Smith, and Byron Edwards. The linebackers are
You know?
Trevon Schwartz and actually Dijon Walden is out there. Nick Hague is off right now. The new guy,
Okay.
Eric Hansen, number 12, is out there. Hague is out there, along with Jamal Hickbottom and
Hey, he's here.
Dijon Walden up front for the Firebirds. They get thrown off by that 47. Here's Bain, flushed up, throws. It hit Gandy, and he dropped it. Byron Edwards was right there in coverage.
So many different players we're seeing flying around that Firebird defense. You mentioned it there that Coach Cisse, Coach Hollis get more guys reps. They know that's going to be the test of Bain. And Bain felt so much more comfortable in the pocket. Now that defensive line for Albany get a little bit more pressure, making it a bit more difficult for Bain to get that timing right in the pocket.
Flag flies as Outlaw was crossing the line of scrimmage, and so this play is blown dead.
I think I like about Jonathan Bain too, by the way, Andrew. I know last time we covered him that he has such a big personality. I said he could do this eventually. He could be a broadcaster. He could be a part of the media. When he was a part of that 2022 NAL coverage, that press conference media, when you're the opposing team's quarterback in that city, you feel like the media is going to be a little rougher. He charmed everybody. So at some point, again, Jonathan Bain might be doing this in the future when he eventually
He also lost
done
by
playing
like 40
quarterback.
points, but don't
Indoor
let
football,
that
arena
get
football
to
anymore. He's got the
Let's go.
personality
I
to
love
do it.
Tom
You
Shepard.
mentioned 2022, played with Carolina in the NAL and then played right here in the championship game. Played a game in the 2023 season here with the Albany then Empire. Here's Bain.
Iowa
He's gonna put it up.
Barnstormers
He's looking
legend.
deep for Gandy, and a flag is going to fly as Byron Edwards was running with Jordan Gandy. And the pass looked like it maybe was a bit overthrown. There was some grabbing between Edwards and
Number
Gandy.
3. 10-yard penalty.
He
on
pushed
that
him.
Pass interference call on Edwards, who was
Oh
running
my,
stride
Philip
for
Barnett?
stride with Gandy, who already has a touchdown.
I can't wait to
This is
see
a good
him
call
too.
by the officials because Edwards
He
is trying to make a play. He
unretired.
doesn't turn his head to the last second. Gandy
Could have been
doesn't
a
get
trip
an
up,
opportunity to make a
but
play on
he
the
could
football.
have
You
gotten
hear
it
that
too.
talked about a lot for officials. That is it catchable? Is it not? Can the receiver make
Like
a play?
that
Is he
one, he
obstructed
could
by the
get,
defender
but he
trying to make a
tripped
play?
up.
That's an example right there of Edwards obstructing the possibility of Gandy making a play on the football. Advantage West Texas on that penalty.
Hold on, backwards
Caleb
then
Smith
forward.
is the motion
Oh.
man. They got Gandy. He's got all the way for the touchdown. Jordan
poor
Gandy.
ball.
It actually was Devin Wilson who was the motion man, but Gandy with his second touchdown of this first quarter.
Gandy
West
had a
Texas has
great
scored
game.
once
Again, I
again.
keep saying he
They're up
did have a
another
great
touchdown.
game.
Same situation there with Edwards. The eye is previous play. He's not looking in the backfield.
Usually,
where
there's
the
one game a
football's coming.
year where
This time he almost
there's
looked
like
as if he didn't know who
one
had the
guy
football.
dominating.
Gandy
I'm
right
not
in front
talking
of him
about
just
this. I'm
didn't
talking
wrap.
about both Firewolves
Gandy
and
started
Firebirds.
by it, sprinted right
Like
to
last
the end
year, there was
zone.
a
And
game where there's a
he's
guy,
going to be back
a
and forth. We said that in the
great
pregame.
offensive player by the
Get
name
a
of
couple
Dane
waters.
Yeah,
Get locked
ready,
in for
yeah.
this.
Played
Yeah.
with Calgary
Get
at the
ready here.
NLL
This is
last
going to be
year.
back and
He
forth.
scored
And it's
7
been
goals
as
in the fourth
advertised
quarter and
early
then
in this
won
as
bleh,
Nell will
scored
kick
the
the extra point
overtime
more
winner to win it,
traditional style here out of the hold
which
of
is
Jonathan
unbelievable.
Bain. With 4:28 to go in the first quarter, it's West Texas 15.
You never
Albany
see
7.
that. Already 50 minutes in. Good.
About it had a lack
Oh!
in our game because this
Oh.
is going to big
Oh, he
distance. But
grooving?
we hope you. This should be a good one.
Grooving?
Hopefully, people are settling in here. If you haven't made it down to the MVP arena, we encourage you certainly to do so if you're within driving distance. But we
Look at
hope
him
you
go.
stick with us here for this entire game because this is going to be a good one.
He's so cool.
And he's just going
Oh,
to,
my bad.
as advertised so far, the kickoff from Nell off the nets,
That
fielded
was one of
by
the best
Prince.
passes
There's
we've ever
Darius
had.
Prince, 10, and he's just going to
I'm gonna tell
gingerly
you
go
right
into the
now, if
boards
you had
and
Darius Prince
save
out as your kicker
the body
returner, you're
there.
not
So
doing it right.
that's interesting. Darius
Darius
Prince back
Prince is
there.
not a kick returner.
One guy I haven't
Markel
seen
Wade
down there
is
for the
the
Firebirds is
better
Markel
of the two
Wade,
kick
guys.
returners.
And with Prince back there on that
It's not
kick,
a joke.
I'm not sure if there's. I don't see Wade down there on the bench.
No word of that all week long, by the way, Markel Wade.
He was
Interesting, and maybe a late scratch for Markel Wade. Usually we see 0 flying around. We were not informed of that in the pregame. Coach Ware, Markel Wade's been a huge part of this team, both sides of the football so far. So Wade looks like he won't be active or even take the turf tonight for the Firebirds.
1st and 10 for the Firebirds. Darian Townsend, the motion man, coming across your screen. Here is Medlock. Has time. Now he sets up and delivers. Pass downfield, and there's a flag.
Wonder what that could
And
be
it
on.
was Delvon Randall in coverage, and he and Townsend are chirping it up. Townsend saying thumbs down here.
That'll do it.
Defense.
Going to be pass interference
10-yard
on
penalty.
Randall.
Automatic
We'll
first down.
quickly give you the starters, at least up front for Albany. Out there right now, if we can get a quick look at him, is Sean Lockett. Looks like Dante Keys is out there on the offensive line. And Jake Molinich in the backfield. He celebrated his birthday last week. This is a big carry for Molinich, almost like I knew it was coming.
I missed Jake
Molinich bursts one for a first down. I was trying to see still who's on the offensive line. It's 65, Sean Brown, along with 66, Lockett, and 53, Dante Keys, out there in front of Jake Medlock. But this was all Jake Molinich.
Molinich sold it almost as if it was an option the other way. Usually you see a quarterback sell the fake, and Medlock did that. But Molinich really had his head down so much that he was trying to fake out the defense. And some players up front for the Desert Hawks bought the fake, and it was able to lead to that big play.
This is not going to be a big play, and it's Justin Alexandre, who is a all-league player in the National Arena League, and he is a force to be reckoned with. Had 8 sacks last year with San Antonio in the NAL, a guy that we have come to know here in Albany, and he burst up through and just disrupted this play.
I don't know if I've ever seen a toss play work in Arena Football League or NAL action. You got a Molinich who's going for it. He just busted 10 yards. And that not just for Albany, that's for the opposing teams too. You usually have these big bulls in the backfield. Getting them going sideways isn't always their strength. It's a tough play to execute in arena football.
Here's Medlock.
Oh,
rolling
look
to
at
his
this.
left. The flag flies.
Oh, I
Now
love
Medlock
it.
takes off.
I love it.
And he is tackled by Lonnie Outlaw, who's
That's
out
one of
there
the
on
best
defense. He got inside the 10, but there's going to be a flag, and I think this one's going to be, well, I don't know.
Sean Brown's trying to sell this 65 for the Firebirds. The flag came.
Holding. Offense. Number 65. 10-yard penalty. Second down.
He was the one who held, but what was odd about that is the flag came out, and Brown didn't see the flag released, but he immediately turned to the officials and said, I didn't hold. Well, if you didn't see the flag, why are you already yelling about the holding call? And there it is, right inside, left hand, then doesn't help when the defender falls down either. And then it's right in front of the official. But Brown did plead his case not well enough. Sometimes the evidence is too strong against.
It's a talented defensive unit for the West Texas. They've got Nick Marshall, Chris Page, and Delvon Randall in the secondary, Lonnie Outlaw and Kewan Alfred in the linebacker spots as we get set for the second down. Medlock running out of time, steps up, pass, Townsend, complete. Big hit by Delvon Randall, and it will be a pass of about 10 yards to the 15 onto the West Texas side of the field. Pickup of about 11 or 12, and it'll bring up third down and short as you see head coach Damon Ware.
Now that's not nice what the home crowd did here for Darian Townsend.
Get loud, Albany!
He has a fun fact. He has a bald head. That's not nice. I mean, then we cut the coach Ware. Come on. Even the hometown guys got to get a little healthy ribbing sometimes.
So this is third and short here, and we'll see what Albany draws up. Townsend's the motion man. Medlock drops all the way back, looking, fires. Townsend off his hands, incomplete. Coverage from Delvon Randall. So to bring up fourth down and short, it's about 1 or 2 yards, but that could be the last play of this first quarter, guys.
Coach Ware gets the call in. I'm with you on this. This is likely going to take it to the end. Now the pacing of Medlock might have changed his mind here. They're going to take this to the end. That last play, that incompletion, will mark it as the final play of the first quarter. And again, for about the third time this season, it feels as if a first quarter can lean towards the opposing team. They might feel a little bit more successful. Nashville and Orlando felt the same way. And it's already trailing
after a quarter, guys.
by 8.
Pretty much.
It's two.
Spike out there? Is he going to run too?
Hopefully Spike warmed up. He pulled a hammy, I think.
Gosh.
Spike pulled up.
The slip got him.
Spike, get out of the way!
50 on its second drive. And 3 in the backfield and 1 officially. Medlock drops back to pass. He's running out of time. Now he's really running out of time. And he is going to be taken down hard in the backfield as Kewan Alfred, along with a number of different West Texas players, were in there defensively.
Nice graphic work. That might have been.
I don't believe I've ever seen this from a Coach Ware-led team or an Albany team of the Firebirds with these players where you come out of a timeout on a 4th and inches play, and the defense is able to step up. That's almost a coverage sack. The Firebirds knew the play they wanted after the timeout heading into the second quarter, but that is a win across the board for the Desert Hawks, getting that turnover on downs on the road after a break in action. It's about as big as the plays you can get as an opposing team taking on an Albany Firebird offense.
Armonte Carey was also in there on that sack. It'll be 1st and 10 West Texas at the Albany 20. They try to run the football with Desmond Maxwell, and Maxwell gets 4 yards down to the 16. Maxwell has been brought on to West Texas. They don't have Calvin Fance with them for the second straight game, and he's a guy Albany fans know. So they brought Desmond Maxwell, who's a veteran arena football player, and he picked up 4 yards there. Outlaw is the motion man here on second down. They throw to the near side. It's caught by Gandy,
Oh,
and Gandy has a
the
first
hits
down.
were
It's going to be
just
first
harder.
and
I'm
goal
sorry, man.
for West Texas at the Albany 9-yard line.
They are not letting this Firebird defense get comfortable. I know they had pressure early in the game led by Haig, but every time it seems as if the Firebird defense is going to break through, that ball is already out of the hands of Jonathan Bain. Gandy's on the move. They're finding different receivers. This Firebird defense is being tested like it hasn't been all season long.
First and goal for the Desert Hawks. They've got 3 receivers to the far side. Now,
What is that motion?
one of them goes in motion. It's Caleb Smith. They're going to throw a little bubble screen here for Gandy. Gandy gets spun around, still on his feet, and now he's into the boards as David Tolentino Jr. up to make the tackle.
I have not heard of.
So an interesting play call or play design
other
there
than him
from
being on
Coach
the
Chris
back foot right
Siegfried.
now, Rodney
We
Smith
get a look at
did.
the kind of a little bubble screen set up here for Gandy.
Yeah, you said the key word, I feel like, Andrew, setup. That's setting something else up here. Is this lob territory for all 6'7" Alani Outlaw? This might be a lob on the other side setting up that play and seeing if they can do a height mismatch on the outside.
Outlaw is the 6'7" receiver on the near side of your screen. They're going to run this one.
Oh,
It's Nick Marshall Jr. and he is
unbelievable
in for the touchdown. Excuse me, Nick Marshall Sr.
That is
and he is in
unbelievable.
for the
and he's keeping
touchdown.
on the ball.
And guys, not just arena fans, but football fans might know Nick Marshall from his quarterbacking days at Auburn University as he goes in for the touchdown. He was the guy who threw the pass for the prayer at Jordan Hare that beat Georgia to Ricardo Lewis. And then later that season, his touchdown set up a tie game that led to the kick 6 from Chris Davis, which we all know. Auburn's going to win the football game. Auburn's going to win the game.
One of the great calls in college football history, and Marshall a part of that. And kick all the way in good for West Texas. You know, we mentioned the setup was all the way. It felt like a Lonnie Outlaw lob, but instead it's Marshall is almost a wildcat back, taking Bain out of the backfield, seeing nothing to the left, turning and going to the opposite way, scoring, and the teammate
would say
a real weakness.
West drive 15.
We're here to watch football.
Albany has, as we said in the pregame, they trailed at the first half at halftime of the first 2 games, but they were very close games. This is a pretty big deficit. This is a live ball, took a weird hop, and it's covered up by Outlaw. And it's going to be first and goal for the Desert Hawks. And this is the second time this season we've seen a kickoff hit that crossbar and bounce all the way out and be recovered. A couple weeks ago, it was Nashville, which caught the ball on the run and went in for a touchdown. This time it's Outlaw who will just cover it up, and West Texas will get the football right back.
It's the most frustrating thing you could hope for if you're the team receiving the kickoff, because there's nothing you can do about it. If you're the team who's kicking off, it's the most exciting play. You mentioned the Nashville situation. That resulted in a quick 6 points. We've seen other spots. Earlier on in the season, Orlando ran back an onside kick that was just caught in midair, and now potentially a 3-touchdown lead West Texas could extend this to.
Well, this Albany defense that created 5 turnovers just 5 days ago needs to come up here with something as they trail by 2 scores. Bain back out on the field, first and goal for the Desert Hawks, looks to the end zone. He was looking for Caleb Smith, and Smith threw it over Bain threw it over the head of Smith, Arthur Hobbs, in coverage.
This is usually something you talk about with home teams. You would think Smith would have been on the opposite side of the field where all the Smith jerseys are. Usually you see that happen where if you're returning a kick, you want to go to that sideline for your home team in case there's a block in the back and you sell it, or vice versa. We'll see who Smith's going to go back to the opposite side away from the Smith cheering section.
See if Albany's defensive line can get any pressure. Bain has had a pretty easy time throwing the football. Does again here. Pass is caught by Caleb Smith, and he's down inside the 5. Nice job by Marcus Smith to make the tackle.
Nice job by you as well, keeping the Smiths apart. That's always tough when the same last names, one-on-one on the outside. You know, I'm going to share the wealth. Double plays by the Smiths. Nice coverage, nice catch. And Arthur Hobbs sandwich it in between there to make it. Interesting spot here. 3rd down, 3.5 to go. Do they lean back into the rush attack? Do they see Marshall? And here comes Marshall again, potentially is that wildcat spot.
Yeah, Marshall is in now at the quarterback position in the shotgun, and he's going to take it, run left, and he is going to get in for the touchdown. And back-to-back touchdowns for Nick Marshall Sr.
quarterback.
And West Texas has opened up a 3-touchdown lead.
You could call it Wildcat, as we've heard before in the NFL. It's a former Auburn Tiger, the Wild Tiger, the Wild Hawk, whatever formation they want to call it at West Texas. It has been effective so far in this first half. With that mismatch between Bain and Marshall,
I've gone to
putting the Firebird defense on their heels, the big-time special team play. A 3-touchdown deficit at home on a Friday night for Albany. Coach Ware and this squad have rarely, if ever, seen a spot like this so far in their tenure in the Capital Region.
I think on TV it would be a lot different.
And it comes because of that kickoff that hit off the crossbar. The extra point is up and good from Henry. Down a little bit, stunned silent.
Your mark offense.
You scored a touchdown. Best offense. Defense came in the A, leading it.
I believe so. It's something that the Firebird offense has just been clicking so far, but barely on the field and able to make those impact plays.
Yeah, I think it might be
first. This one's going to go high off the net, and it's going to be taken by Prince. Prince to the 10, now bounces off. He's still got a head of steam. Here's Darius Prince at midfield, leaps over the kicker, and gets all the way down to the West Texas 15. Boy, oh boy, guys, whatever he does, Darius Prince is a highlight-making machine, and he does it again there, returning that kick all the way to the West Texas 15.
It almost seemed as if he was moving at a different speed because we've seen so many of these players out on the turf tonight playing offense, playing defense, getting more plays. If you're keeping track, Darius Prince just going faster, showing off his own athleticism there, trying to make a hurdle play. But he was moving so much quicker. We mentioned that this offense is really lacking the opportunities because of the success of the West Texas offense.
Just the third possession of the game for Albany. Had the turnover on downs on the last drive as Medlock was sacked on 4th down. Here's Medlock, pass quick, short side, and somersaulting his way inside the 5 is Philip Barnett. It's going to be 1st and goal, and that's an Albany Firebirds first down, brought to you by Mohawk Chevy. All Albany Firebirds first downs are brought to you by Mohawk Chevy. And it's nice to see Philip Barnett back in the mix.
Philip Barnett likes that too because he was pretty open. Marshall saw Prince crossing over the field. He started backing up. The further he backed up, the more and more open Barnett got. He got a little extra yardage for Desert Hawk defense backing up.
Philip Barnett in his second game. This one's going to be a handoff to Trevon Shorts and not going anywhere.
That was not a
nice job up from the secondary, Delvon Randall, and also Justin Alexandre. Making the tackle as we get a look at the Barnett play. And Coach Ware told me before the game, because Philip Barnett started the season on short-term IR, missed the first 2 games. He said, Phil does did what Phil does in the game against Southwest Kansas. And he's a guy who had 12 touchdowns a couple of years ago for the Albany then Empire in 2021. So he's a guy who can score the football. Medlock drops back, and now we get a whistle and a timeout for the Firebirds. It looked like there was some confusion as Townsend and Barnett were trying to signal something to Medlock. Again, we should also mention here, the Firebirds are seemingly playing without receiving threat.
Where teams were ready to blow the timeout.
Oh, my bad. Where were we? 8:51?
Down, brought to you by Mohawk Chevy. Nice to
saw Bart's back
handle in my arm.
That was a really good placement.
Defense for the Desert Hawks looked off a little bit. Albany was eventually the ones who take the timeout. Both teams were ready to blow the timeout.
7 so far for the first half. The fans are looking for some explosiveness.
Here's
Medlock, quick pass, and was looking for Prince, and that one was behind Darius Prince. Tried to drop a quick, kind of almost a screen pass to Prince to get some offensive linemen and receivers blocking for him, but that one didn't work out.
Get loud, Albany! Get loud, Albany! Yeah.
Rolling, 6:20 to go here in the first half. Stay with us at halftime. We'll take a look at some first half highlights, talk about the first half, and take a look around the league during the halftime intermission. Prince was the motion man. Medlock looks his way. It's intercepted in the end zone. The pass was intercepted by Nick Marshall, who's had his fingerprints all over this game, and that's the first interception this season thrown by Jake Medlock.
I'm not sure if Nick Marshall could have asked for anything more on that. Just a bizarre scenario played out here in MVP Arena. Medlock walks up and it makes some noise from the home crowd. The home crowd's making noise somehow. Usually that's a defensive thing, especially at the goal line. Medlock's looking. He's looking at Marshall and then misses it. It's a throw we haven't seen from Medlock all season long. The whole scenario of the crowd getting hotter at the goal line and then the eyes of the defensive backs locked in. Barnett not turning around. A third turnover for the Firebirds in the first half. Think about that scenario, too. The impressive strength, the football IQ of Marshall in this secondary, knowing, okay, I've played the quarterback position.
The guy first half. So Firebird, Bain has, and they've got 4 touchdowns, lead this one 29-7. Meanwhile, Albany has scored just 1 touchdown on 3 offensive drives in this first half. Caleb Smith is the motion man. Bain looked his way, now pulls it down, now throws it short, and it's incomplete.
That was not a good
He was
pass
looking
by Bain.
for Jordan Gandy.
I don't know what the hell he's doing there.
3 scores. Crowd trying to get behind the Firebirds. Bain, quick pass, he's going to let it loose. He's looking for Outlaw, and it's over his head.
I'm sorry.
Even at 6'7", Lonnie Outlaw could not run underneath that one. And they'll bring up third down.
Impressive catch by the fan who had the coffee in the left hand, the football in the right hand. Well done by them. Lonnie Outlaw not able to make a play on that, as you mentioned. Interesting now.
The coffee.
Yeah. Thank you. The
I just put up my
a Friday night coffee at 8 o'clock. You're right, Andrew. Maybe that wasn't filled with coffee.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but here's Bain. This pass almost intercepted by Marcus Smith. That was exactly what the doctor would have ordered for Albany, as Marcus Smith jumped the route and almost made a game-changing play.
It would have been the biggest play of the game for the Firebirds. Cutting that off just like I thought that was coffee. Well done, right on cue. Marcus Smith may have heard that. The fourth down spot here.
Just like the caffeine, this crowd has got a little turbo start here with 4th down facing West Texas from its own 10-yard line. And Albany's defense trying to make a play here to get off the field and get its offense.
Oh, there he is.
Down trailing by 3 scores. Bain trying to keep this drive alive for the Desert Hawks. Drops back, has some time, now throws, and it is incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Tremendous play by Byron Edwards, who was in coverage of Lonnie Outlaw, and he made a nice play to break that pass up, and it's going to be a turnover on downs.
That's about as fired up as you're going to see Coach Dwayne Hollis, the defensive coordinator for the Firebirds. He came leaping over the boards to celebrate with Edwards and his defensive guys, making that big stop, swinging the momentum of the game. Now, Medlock and company have an opportunity to completely change the shift of this game. West Texas is in a spot there to potentially go up 4 touchdowns. And now we'll see how Coach Ware does this. Potentially hold this burdensome clock, go for it. Orozco, big swing in the game.
Albany will get the ball to start the second half, but before that, we've got a little more than 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Albany trying to get back on the scoreboard. Here's Medlock, has time, now flush to his left. Running out of time now. Pass is complete to Darian Townsend. It's going to be a first down, 1st and goal.
First one of the
Mohawk
game.
Chevy first down, but Jake Medlock took a big hit there, guys.
He got absolutely blasted, moving to the left. 3 Desert Hawks on the move. Townsend, love this move. Catches the football, a little stop, drop, and roll. Get a few more yards. We've seen it happen before where defenders don't touch an offensive player. Townsend rolling for a few more extra yardage for the Firebird offense.
So huge 1st and goal. Again, all Albany Firebirds first downs are Mohawk Chevy first downs. And this is a 1st and goal from the 3. Here's Medlock. Has time now. He's going to scramble, and he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and goal, but Medlock didn't see anything, did the alert thing, tucked it, and tried to get to the end zone as he's done well so far this season. He has 6 rushing touchdowns on the year.
You mentioned it, and there's Townsend wide open. You can see him coming into your screen. Townsend was heading the opposite direction. You can see him hopping up and down saying, "You missed me. I was open," by himself in the end zone. He's going to be kicking himself watching the film back on that play. 21, Townsend wide open in the end zone.
Jake Molinich in the backfield.
Molinich time.
Medlock puts Prince in motion. Medlock just puts his head down, and he's in for the touchdown. Jake Medlock, and cuts this to a 2-touchdown game, and that's a big score for the Firebirds.
Left defense effort. You gotta love the idea of the 6'3", 220-pound plus quarterback, not just taking it himself, but then yelling at the defense after he gets it. We touched on that on the pregame show that maybe 6'3" is underselling the size of Jake Medlock, and takes all of it into the end zone, fired up, and getting his team back into it after the scoring play.
7th rushing touchdown. Had 4 rushing touchdowns in week 1.
Off?
7 total rushing touchdowns now on the season for
Nick
Jake
Haig
Medlock.
is the known long snapper.
That is the 1-minute warning. So before we get the point after touchdown attempt,
I am not
we have the
joking.
1-minute warning.
Him.
Back to scoring.
Brown to shown that Medlock gets in with a much-needed Albany
Nick
score
Haig
as
again,
Mark
long
Orozco out to attempt the extra point. It is up, and it is good. 29
back turnover.
They didn't. Evans, West Elder last untouched 4. Zone on the kickoff, but onside kick also has the leg to try to put 2 points up on the scoreboard. Now they try an onside kick. It's still loose. Now who's got it here? The ball's still loose. And out of it comes Byron Edwards. The referees are pointing to West Texas. So this is going to be an interesting time sorting this one out, but we've talked about this. Coach Ware goes into the bag of tricks here with an onside kick with under a minute to go. And normally in outdoor football, you would never obviously do that with under a minute to go, but you're trying to get more possessions. And in a game where that is really the key, they try an onside kick here.
If the receiving team had possession on the ground prior to the ball coming loose, it'd be 1st down, West Texas.
So it's 1st down West Texas, and we'll see here if it definitely ended up he had in here. So
yeah,
okay, so we're going to challenge it, even though there's not going to be a good angle here.
Ball's
right,
loose up against the boards.
If it hit the wall, then it's
Hanson
out.
12's the player in there. Oh, boy, from that. Now, if they're challenging who has possession underneath, nobody from West Texas has possession. Unless there's an angle that we're going to see where Hanson rips the football out. But I would be shocked to see satchel right.
Yeah, you're just not going to see it for that at all.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands as called.
Over the arm blurb of the
You're just
football
not going to
wasn't
see
enough.
it, you know?
yeah, either that or Hanson stripping the ball out, and if he's touching the guy who's on the ground and already has possession,
Correct.
you know, as soon as he ball field stands, it's 1st and 10 West Texas. They're going to pitch it to Desmond Maxwell at the game when he's hopefully double.
In timeout.
That game.
I went too far.
Giving your very all
with the first
and turn those final, which where see those on.
Yeah.
Wilson was the motion man. They're going to run it with Marshall again, and he is inside the 5.
Danger of
Looking over at the timeout and about
Timeout. Whoop.
scenarios of if zone.
Oh,
If you're a West Texas fan here on the Big Down, again, it's Marshall in the shotgun.
Marshall has run the football. Now he takes a
not good.
low snap, tries to make some moves, and he is going to be taken down. And where's the ball?
You're
It looks
ready.
like Albany has the
You're ready.
football.
Whoa!
Guys are tangled up here as Tolentino Jr. came out with the football. Now, are they going to blow his forward progress dead? Well, that was a disastrous play for West Texas from the jump. Marshall took a low snap, then tried to revert.
Love that play.
And ended up not with the football, but did they blow
Blowing
the
on field
whistle?
with the runners forward progress had stopped the Pirates of the ball coming loose.
So that's what the referee just said. They blew the whistle dead, which Albany fans are not going to like because Marshall lost about another 10 or 15 yards and the ball, by the way, as Hanson's got him. Marcus Smith. Oh, the ball came out pretty quickly there.
That ball is out. Now, you could say his forward progress is stopped, but the whistle did not get blown until the ball was out.
The timeout. It's their first of the half, 30 seconds.
And then there was just a whole lot of what was going on here. It looked like trying to
Fishing forward play is live. That ball is a touch.
Center. Nope, going to throw it towards the end zone, and it is incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs with 14 seconds to go. And guys, 4 straight possessions to start the game for West Texas are touchdowns. That was a heck of an effort from touchdown.
That for the
outs for the Firebirds. Here's Medlock. Medlock steps up, gets rid of it, and it's going to be incomplete with 8 seconds left, but he took another big hit. Those 3 have been putting pressure along with Armonte Carey.
Their third line.
8-pointer. Medlock's just trying to get time. He throws. He's got a man, and it is incomplete. Darius
one more play.
Yeah,
we're done.
Would have been backed off. Boy, that's
here we go. Lock
You're
in.
gonna make a play. At least catch the football next time.
Go Firebirds.
3 seconds left to go in the first half. Medlock's going to drop back. The West Texas players drop all of their defensive players back. Now here's Townsend in space at midfield. He's got to make a move, and he's tackled down at the 10-yard line. And that.
So that'll do it for me today because I'm tired and I want to go home or to bed. So thank you for whoever watched these past 52 minutes. I'm done because I'm tired. I want to just go to school feeling fine, So we'll continue this game tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great night. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. Thank you for a Fast and Furious on my Arena Crown highlight video.